And just like that, it's over. It's hard to believe that 2021 is almost over, and to celebrate its final days, I thought it would be fun to share some of my favorite projects for 2021. Since I'll be summarizing the videos, I'll be sure to add the original links in the description box so that you can check those out and get all the detailed information for the materials used, tips, tricks, and any freebies that were given in those videos. So grab your favorite beverage, a notepad, and without any further ado, let's get started. Earlier in the year, we used a template from designbundles.com and worked with a heat transfer vinyl to create this adorable baby onesie using a Cricut Maker and Easy Press. We also stepped it up with some glitter vinyl later in the year to make a sparkly and delicious Christmas gift. This next one was also quite delicious as we used removable vinyl and fragrant coffee beans to create this break glass in case of emergency shadow box, the perfect home and office decor piece and humorous gift for any coffee lover. And to add a little twist, we experimented with a Mother's Day word search shadow box that was also fun and unique. And of course, I couldn't resist but throw in a couple of thrift flips that were both budget friendly and easy to make, like this little planter and Christmas decor piece. And speaking of planters, making this concrete planter out of Amazon packaging and an old protein mix container was quite the learning experience. But in the end, we had a planter with a unique texture to it, and we even gave it a makeover for the holidays. Then we took a dive into Cricut Design Space with this ocean-themed infusible ink project. This is a fantastic alternative to heat transfer vinyl since there is no risk of the design cracking over time. Just take a look at how the ink is in those fibers. The ocean theme eventually made its way into the 6-image kids woodblock puzzle project. These are great to decorate a kid's room with, but also functional, which is what I loved most about them. And while we started our wood projects on a smaller scale, we later visited our local Home Depot for some larger pieces of wood to build our own blanket ladder with. And our wooden blanket ladder wasn't made in vain because we also made this cozy, chunky blanket that is still the favorite blanket of our home. Since I love organizing, adding additional storage space to my Alex drawer from IKEA with these Dollar Tree wooden trays was definitely one of my favorites. And not far behind was this easy paint storage I made just under my cabinet to store these tiny acrylic paints I had stored and always forgot that I had. As the saying goes, out of sight, out of mind. And pushing the imagination using items that normally wouldn't go together resulted in this really neat shelf and a really cool glass vase that went from ordinary to conversation piece in very little time. I also really enjoyed sharing tips, tricks, and hacks that I learned along the way, and I loved how some of you even shared your own. That's what being a part of a community is all about. Thanks, friends! And of course, we can't forget about those safety tips. Experimenting with the scorch marker for the first time made for some really unique posters, and though previously intimidated by it, the etching cream was so much easier than I had expected, and it also made a really great gift. The color changing vinyl was so nice to work with. It was so smooth to transfer, and the end result was a very fun and unique color changing glass. And of course, these hand warmers that can also be used as cold packs had to make it to the list. They are so handy to have around the house and they make great gifts. This stocking was also a fun one and showed us that you don't always have to stick to the pattern. And speaking of patterns, those were just a few of the free ones shared this year. To all of you that have been supporting me from earlier this year, I can't thank you enough. And to all of my new supporters, thank you for joining the family. And don't forget that if you'd like to see something in particular, make sure that you're leaving a comment in the comment section below. I'm Ellie Lee with Ellie Lee Designs, and I'm wishing you all a happy and prosperous new year. Until the next one, bye.